All right, I'm just going to get right into it and just have a little read of what's going on here. So, the one I'm working on for February, so I work on 4 at a time. I finish 2 each month. Uh, I'm finally getting into the skull that came to be years ago when wondering what this skull was going to be. Um, but what I'm seeing from it right now is if you can see chapter 2, I have it over. It's over on this side, but it would be too big of a file because this is very big. The pandemic, big puff of smoke of clouds that you see. You'll see the white puffs everywhere. That's represents something big that happened, and then all the little clouds coming out from everything is basically the passing of that information, kind of through the grapevine wall. So through the grapevine, obviously, everything kind of changes as people tell it. So it gets their point of view put in there. It gets bias and all that. So the big clouds always make me see that, okay, there's something big that's happening. And we've got a few that I can point out. Like I said, the one over here that we can't see, that's started the pandemic, and then all of this white puffs that came from it started seeping into everything that was going on with crypto, with AI. Actually, this was more the metaverse coming in. That was that first wave. And in fact, I have Mark Zuckerberg spraying the blue right over here, and I didn't know what it was going to be. It was this blue and pink, and I'm like, what is that? It ended up being the new metaverse, and then Web3, so this new technology. That's the new blue color. And then when we get more into AI and all the stuff that it brought, that's where this is actually called. This is called Oppenheimer, and this is like the Oppenheimer moment of the nuclear bomb. It's our time with AI. It was a big thing at that month. I should have all these months like on here. So this was beginning of this cycle. No, we're actually in chapter 4, so this was chapter 3. So this was at the end of last year. And here's like the AIs being able to see like vision and all that. And then we got out of the crypto winter, came through here, end of the year, we started having a FOMO party, and now everything's just blowing up. Everyone's building behind the scenes, which is great. You've got the pink tentacles coming. That's the AI. If we can, here's where AI really got into everything, including our own minds. This is talking about bubbles, like our data bubbles, and everyone getting in their own silos. And then we had the major inflation happen, and a lot of stuff happening through here. Then everyone's accepting going into AI right at this area. And then this is where ChatGPT and everything got really huge. And then everything started being basically mimicked. We don't know what's real and what's not. We had this last gasp of insanity before the election. Everything else just kind of started going in the background when everyone started talking about AI, which is right back to here. So you see that's where all these new technologies, here's this was at the end of last year as well. No, this was beginning of this year. Yeah, we're in chapter 4. So that was this year, a couple months ago. And it started talking about agents. And the agents started, these were like the birth of the agents. And this is where the saturation is happening. So you've got this explosion going this way and this way, which is very interesting. But this one was last month, or this is 2 months ago. And it talks about the ability for it to remember. So now AI is becoming more and more like us, so where it can actually remember things and think rather than just chat. So this is coming from the big skull, but it's also kind of shooting up from this big AI explosion, basically going into our heads. So there is a lot of purple, and the purple's seeping down, coming out the eye. and all around, which purple's always good. Purple's enlightenment. Purple is using our brains and becoming better people. That's where we want to be. We want to be purple. That grape, the grapevine wall is the ultimate, is the purple, the grape, I guess. So we need to be grape again. Make America grape again. So anyway, we've got a lot of the purple coming around, but as you can see here, a lot of red. So this is coming from chapter 1. And if you see chapter 1 and 2, this is where we are right now. So they're coming together. So all my other ones, they were coming from one side to the other. With chapter 4, it's coming from chapter 1 to the right and chapter 3 to the left, because it's a cube. So that's what's happening here. So a lot of red coming into, so this started chapter 1, all that red was climate change. It was a big thing about the climate back in 2013. And people's climate march and all this new technology started coming online, and Tesla was this big renewable energy company and all that. So that was chapter 1 into chapter 2. So now that we're going chapter 1 into chapter 4, we come full circle in the anxiety of climate change. Now we're actually really seeing things happen. The election, the politics around the world, everything getting chaotic. But if you see the wave that's coming down to the far from the top to the bottom here, that's that technology wave, and we've got a new big area of white here. And this is basically, this wave is showing how we can we're using the new technology. Blockchain is really getting incorporated in the background. Look at that; it's finally getting into all that. Now, if you remember, about 2 years ago when this crypto started getting into this the crypto winter, I called it right here. I was like, something looks weird, and sure enough, it was a long crypto winter. And then I didn't realize this was actually us going through the inferno, which that one's called that, into getting out of crypto winter and everything melting, and then this big cake of yay FOMO, or oh no, the bulls are scared, and they're upside down, so they don't know if they're missing out or whatever. So everyone just jumped into crypto. No, we got that big pump. We're at 105,000 right now, so it's keeping around 100,000 in Bitcoin. But all these other ones are doing killer too. You got Solana, and I had Chainlink for a while now, and they're really starting to explode because the utility of it. It basically links Web3 and Web2 together, or DeFi and traditional finance together. So it's this link. It's a oracle. It basically can send and receive real-time information in a more secure way, and able to connect all the blockchains and not Web 2, but traditional and DeFi. So now banks are going to be able to start using it, and there's a lot of other ones that are doing that. But this is, Chainlink. Even the name, I'm like, oh, this thing's going to explode. So Chainlink, LINK is the symbol. So that's a good one. Solana just pumped because of the Trump coin, but it's all about utility. So it'll probably go down again. But now they're saying, it could be 1,000. When they start talking, get worried. But if you're already in it, you can take a little profits out, let it dip, and then put it back in. I was doing that with Bitcoin, but I'm not. Whatever Bitcoin I have, I keep. I've been keeping that for a couple years. All right, so good stuff there, and and then. Yep, we were talking about coming out of the skull, a little worrisome. The one I'm finishing this month is down here. So you got this old wave. So if, like I was saying, I'm sorry, chapter 2 is not on here because it'd be a huge file. But so this wave, think of another wave, but it was just like this, this color. So that's just kind of like the old technology getting boosted back up by the new tech, using AI for the old tech. So we're starting to see really amazing stuff happening in biology and almost mixing, turning robots and hardware into and digital into bio. So you're able to actually manipulate molecules and all that kind of stuff, which this first one really talked about. The one I'm working on right now is just coming off of it, but they usually have different meanings, kind of the same idea, but I don't know. There's a few major things that happened this month. This month's almost over, January. But so I think I know what this is talking about. It is this biological manipulation. OpenAI or Sam Altman, they just announced something that the biotech that he's working on. So there's a big write-up on that. So I am pretty sure that's what this one is talking about. So some big news in biotech with the AI companies. And I just saw one of my picks, Cellularity. I don't know. It hasn't been doing great, but this really spiked it up today. So anyway, I think that that's going to be it. And I see this arm reaching out, and there's a block here. I don't know if the I mean, I just put things on as I see them, so who knows what it's going to be. Just like what I'm working on here. So this is by itself. I just have this piece by itself. So if you see, if I turn it off, that's how I brought it in. So I bring it in, like I have no clue what it's going to look like. I just know it needs to at the where it's touching any other of the other vines, it has to match perfect. So I zoom all the way in, and I make sure it links up perfect to it. You know, everything snaps in place, and then I go from there. And then so that's this little animal with a wide eye, but it's actually his eye. And I didn't even know, if you see the where do we got this? I wasn't even gonna put an eyeball in there. I thought it was like being taken over by vines, which I was like, okay, cool. The green vines mean we're doing something about climate or whatever. But no, it has turned into this. Still some vines coming out of the purple, which this is good. This is all really good stuff, and it is going. While the purple looks like it's coming down from the head, the vines are still growing up and growing around it. We do have the red coming down his head from the other side, so we'll see how that goes. Which chapter 5 is going to be up above this, so it'll close. It'll be its own chapter by itself, and it looks like there's blue and purple and red and everything all on both sides. So chapter 5 top is going to be crazy, and then chapter 5 bottom, which will be below this right here, looks like we're going to have more of the wave, so less of the red. So that's looking good. There's this wave is really knocking it over. Now, it could definitely come up around here and become more red, because that this side has to be red to match that side. So there is going to be red down there, and I'm thinking it's going to be just this whirlpool of insanity down in chapter 5B at the bottom. So chapter 5A, it's going to be definitely a two-sided complete brawl that I don't know what's going to happen. That starts in 2027. I think summer of 2027. This chapter right here that we're working on is going to be done. So these are all the ones that are not being worked on. If you see in the background, we've got 2 each month. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So one on left side, one from the right side. I just take whatever I've already done, put it to it, make sure it all matches perfect, and then I take that one in, and it turns like, let's see what this one used to look like. It used to look like that. So I knew there would be some eye there, and then when it was picked for December, it's kind of a weird one, because I knew, not December, November, because I knew like the the election was that month, I was like, that's going to be the one that represents the election, huh? And it started showing me more and more why that was actually the right one. So crazy. So anyway, there's a, I think, yeah, turn that off. There is the one I'm working on right now on this side, which is this right here. It started out with that, and now we got so much going on. I do see right now the wildfires all in California, the craziness that's going on over there, and that is also with these Squid Game looking guys, which is I use this as a hierarchy of what is happening. So it did come out this month, and so did these guys. So he is that's the lowest totem on the pole. He's got to do the grunt work. So whatever he's doing with this egg and cracking it is coming from this guy right here. The square is the main leader, and this is obviously his thoughts. Those are always thoughts, whether it's whatever color the cloud is. It's the thoughts that come out of them, and then the white thoughts of basically everybody. So what it's showing is these thoughts and ideas and ideals are going to the triangle, which the triangle, they're the ones they're like the managers of the circles, and the circles do all the grunt work and all that. So basically he's pulling back this curtain of insanity where they're trying to just throw things out there. This is what happened exactly on chapter 1, I think maybe even across from it. Yeah, literally. This one right here is called Sideshow. Basically talking about how the government was doing some insane stuff so they can do it over here and then do what they want over here. Literally, I did not know. Wow, it's on the same line. So it's on row 2. That is insane. Oh my god. That's scary. Yep. So once again, we're seeing a sideshow. This is the circus. And all these dots, I feel like this, if you see, it's going into this new big puff, which is obviously coming off off the skull too. So what I'm worried about is this is the beginning. It's just like what happened with COVID. I started seeing this pattern right before that, and sure enough, it blew up into just insanity. So it's almost like a virus is happening. So it's not the bird flu virus, it's the political virus that's happening right here. So crazy stuff. But it looks like things are breaking up or consolidating or getting squeezed in this red. So the red is this, whatever it is, it's negativity, it's hard right fascist movement, it's climate change. It's not good. We don't want the red. It is showing us struggle. And if you see, it started getting more and more red. I mean, as I went, if you take off this one right here, see, it wasn't that. There was a lot less red about, I don't know, this was probably a year ago. And then this started just bubbling up. And now this is where we are. So a lot more red is just piled up and started leaking everywhere. But the majority of it looks like it's getting tamed, right? So this is good. It's getting pushed. It's getting in the background. Now it might squeeze out of here, but we don't want to go down here, because down here it's definitely going to have some red, and it could swirl around and just be insane. We'll see. But we want to go up here with a lot more purple. And, I see this hole in his head. I hope that doesn't stay. I just, as I draw, I just put stuff in there. And I don't, this can't be a mass killing or a single, heaven forbid, assassination or something, because this head goes I think what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 9 different artworks that go with this. So that means at least what, 4 months of what's happening, and I don't do them all at one time in that area. So that's not a one-time thing. This is going to be this is a slow skull right here. So it could start to mean a lot of things, but right now, a lot of purple pouring out doesn't mean that we're losing it from our head, even though it kind of looks like it does, doesn't it? It could be a good sign, because now we got this coming down here, and if you see, we got this coming out, so we're good. Look at this. We've got some purple still going down. Purple's good, and this one right here, I thought this was going to be an explosion, and I'm like, oh no, this isn't good. But same thing kind of happened at the Ukraine war. This is an explosion, but I'm hoping that the explosion is enlightenment, and not like enlightenment forever. Just a jump of enlightenment, because there is still purple on here. Now this purple could go away. I have no idea. This is kind of looks like a dead AI bot. I don't know if that stays. I don't know what that means. So it's just building, but if you see, we still got the purple coming down. We got a lot more red, and this could be some purple in here, back in the background, because it does end here, but it all has to keep going. If you notice, all my pieces, they don't really. I try to make them all connect into something. Like you won't see there's something just hanging there. It's all kind of comes back around to see something. Oh yeah, do I put that there? I don't know. Regardless, yeah, we'll see. There might be some purple that pops in here, but I'm thinking like this all here. It's got some good purple. Yeah, look at this. Here we go. You got that coming down into this, which is another big white area. So I think some really great things are going to happen with, here we go, more blockchain. So with AI and blockchain, all this, the finger pointing, it starts to tear into the red, which if you don't know, the yellow is yolks and ideas and new ideas, and when they get cracked and start oozing down, that's ideas that have been destroyed. So you've got the destruction that's kind of starting to happen here, even while we're building. So this right here looks like, you'll see it. These cubes right here. Look at this. This is a little. Oh, I see a cube right here. It's got to be, yeah. This is a little crypto winner-ish comeback. So it's either, hey, crypto winner's coming again, or this is that wave. So let's see. It's starting to melt, right? It's melting crypto winner. So what happens when it all melts? It starts just flowing downhill. So yeah, that's a good thing. And let's see. To keep the flow, and I just kind of go as I see, like what would make it all come together more. Because yeah, now look at this. Now what I'm working on right now, this month on the iPad, now these colors, this blue can start coming down into this. So I don't know where it'll come down. Maybe it comes here, and then this. That's where these two are starting to connect. Kind of like amoebas. Yeah. So now what we're doing, we're able to go, okay, we've got these great colors coming in here. So it's not just showing that it's melting. It's showing that perhaps, or not that, I'm sorry, not melting. It's showing that it's potentially melting. Because what's happened here is as it's melting, all this great stuff is happening. You've got, oh, that's the background. Let's see how far up. Yeah, all this is the background. So I like a little more blue in here. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have some more blue in there. And my main reason to do the colors, so I don't make the story what it's not, is just seeing how I like the feel, the balance. Because with my eyes, it's hard for me to see, like I can't see in the middle. So I kind of look, like right now I'm looking to one side and I feel like the line makes it work better. I can see the flow because it comes in one side, out the other, just like anybody's sight. I just don't have the middle part. So I've trained my brain to level things with no vision in the middle. And it sounds hard, but if you do, I guess if you've done it for how many years? Decades? Decades, yeah. Getting old. Alright. Let me clean that up a little. Oh, and we got some orange coming down here. Where's that orange coming from? Oh, yeah, so things are melting down there, forming together. Alright, that's looking a little more hopeful. And now that we're coming down with that, it makes more sense. But yeah, we like that. And like I said, I didn't do this because I wanted it to be like that. It just felt like the blue, there was going to need a transition because we got all this blue, and this transition is pretty interesting. I think what it's going to do is show how AI, which is coming from this whole side, is AI, robotics, and well, actually, yeah, here's the robotics, and here's using, oh yeah, okay, so this is actually even better. So this is the crypto area. This is that wave. That's right. This is the wave of the old technology. Now it's crashing into the blockchain. Okay. Oh, even better. And then what's coming from that is all this in the background, which is filling that powering up that wave that's coming down, which is giving a lot of this yoke some energy. Looks like we got some more blocks way back there that are going to be coming out. And I think I was a little worried about crypto, or at least for now. And it might be, it's going to be, it in the long run, it's going to be great. And I'm talking this next couple years. So this is done in 2027. So 2.5 more years. It's really going to show what's happening, but we've got a lot of stuff happening in between that. Lots of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. But yeah, as you can see, we've got the purple still coming down, so we're still good on purple. We got the good wave of blue still kicking it. Oh yeah, we've got some serious crazy shit happening with the red, but feel like we're coming out of this cave where everyone's just mesmerized by what they think they see, and this has fueled what's happening right now. But it's all what happens right here in this white area. And we've got some good blue here, but it's got that, it's got the new tech blue. So we'll see what that's going with that. But I think this is a good sign right here. This is not, but that's literally what's happening right now this month. So we're almost done with this one. A little bit of infecting the minds of everybody. Here's your hierarchy and stoking the flames while this is about California fires as well. So a lot of insanity this month. But next month is I'm working on this one right here. So we'll see how that's going to finish up, but we do got some purple coming out. This one was a little bit of like this kind of feel. Felt like it was really what do you call it? Calm. Like it just really, this one always made me feel nice and calm, and it was just this moment. I think it was December. I mean October of last year, before just the true chaos. So maybe it was September actually. It was one of those two. They're all they all have a date, so I check on that one. So this one is this will be done in February, along with the eyeball. This is the one. So I'm pretty far along on this one. As you know, we went over it before, but yeah, it came in like this, and I just been I kept drawing and drawing. For some reason, I wanted to keep drawing this one the last couple days. So there's gonna be some eye-opening stuff, I guess, coming up, but we'll see. That's February. Right now, we got to get through. January. So, all right. I hope this recorded good, and I'll talk to y'all later. See you.